One more time. What's good, everybody? What's good? How's everybody out there doing? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning today. Hold on a minute. Woo! And then we got a however do you want it? However do you need me? However do you want it? I wonder. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always told you, y'all could have went anywhere. Cause what? It's March Friday. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host Bugatti NYC, and this is our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me pissed. What's good, everybody? How y'all doing this morning out there today in YouTube land? Let me get my camera right, because we got to get right to business today. I see we had some real bad numbers yesterday. We did really bad yesterday, y'all, but we're going to try not to worry about that, because today is what? A new day. And like I always tell you guys, problems present opportunity. So what I'm going to do is turn that problem into an opportunity for us to step it up and do our thing. Like I always tell you guys, I hope you're having a fantastic morning today. It's Friday. We got to, hopefully everybody's, it's their last day of the week. Y'all get to go hang out on Saturday, Sunday. Y'all get to do y'all thing. As far as I'm concerned, went out to the Bumble event yesterday, and that was pretty good. I actually did a video on it. Gonna be doing some edits today so that later on today you guys can see how that went. We had a nice Bumble event in the West Village yesterday. I decided to cover it. Went down there and had a pretty good time. So yeah, show you guys that in the video section. We got a lot going on besides just the live section, you guys. So if y'all decide that y'all ever want to see some other videos and stuff like that, performances, feel free to do that. Like I always tell you, please chime in and let me know where you guys are chiming in from in the morning, so I can make sure to have relevant content for you. Let's see who's in the building early. Let's go, y'all. Who we got? We got VIP auction group. I prefer this is how we do it by this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Oh, this is how we do it. It's Friday night and the party's right. The party's here on the west side. So I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Yeah, y'all, that's what's up, y'all. All right, I did that for you, VIP. What's that? Shout out to the humans. Love that you wear a suit. Is that because Trump won't scold you about it? Haha, you're funny. I wear a suit for y'all. Good morning, Batty Lynn. How are you doing from Detroit? We got my homegirl Rebecca up in here from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Marielle, good morning all the time. Thank you so much for chiming in. Y'all already know what it is. I wear a suit for you guys to make sure that we keep this on point, and hopefully y'all respect your boy and get them likes up today. We had some real crackhead numbers yesterday. I really don't appreciate that. So we will be stopping videos today. We're going to be doing all types of crazy stuff to make sure that those numbers reflect the fact that y'all respect me getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and doing this. But I don't want to hold up, don't want to waste no time, because what I'm here for is to get busy and get these clips going. I need to do my work. I'd like to earn my keep. So without any further ado, we're about to get into this thumbnail. Hope you guys like the thumbnail, because there's a lot of information that we will be spilling today, if no pun intended. If you guys notice that water's over there, because there's a lot to talk about when it comes down to that. Yes, it's Friday. Yes, let's be happy. Let's get to these news and let's get to the clips. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning today. I want to get into this thumbnail because today we have Trump's top officials' personal information leaked. As you guys see it right there. His top officials, Trump's top officials' personal information has been leaked. That's Pam Bondi's personal information. That's Pete Hegseth's personal information, as well as Mike Walsh's personal information. We're going to get into that and see what they're doing and what they're doing to investigate to see if they can find any leaks on who put this information out with the signal leak. Thank you for all the love over there. Let's keep it going, y'all. On the subcategories, we have judge who halted Trump deportation flights assigned to signal leak. Yes, he has been assigned to the signal leak situation as well. Same judge, Judge Bolton, I think that's his name. He's been assigned to the signal leak now. Out of all the judges that they could have found, they said that out of a straw hat, his name was picked. Yeah, okay. Sounds like a little bit of C word to me. We just gonna say it. Conspiracy. Let's keep it going, you guys. On the lower subcategories, we have Special Task Force arrests top MS-13 gang leader on the East Coast and takes him into custody. That's right. We finally locked up the main leader of the MS-13 gang. We have direct information from Kristi Noem. Good work, and that was a good apprehension right there. We're going to keep on going because we got so much more to cover. What else we got? We got this video that shows moments when the Homeland Security arrested the Tufts University student on a visa revocation. Yes, another student overstayed her visa, and as a result, they walked up on her, they had masks, and they took her, and she's been deported. Let's keep it going, you guys, because I'd like to get into these top stories without any further ado. I want to get right into this story where the judge has ordered to halt deportations under the Aliens Enemies Act. It's been upheld by 2 federal judges. So now when it comes down to sending them out, I mean, they're still able to send out these illegal criminal migrants, but they found 5 of them that people are saying were not dealers and should not have been sent out. So with that being the case, it's looking really bad. It shouldn't have been that. So now they basically are trying to say, now we got to really monitor everyone that goes out. I don't even know if they want these 5 people back. This is pretty crazy here. Let's get into this story. I want you guys to see the actual details. Again, when you're chiming in, let me know where you're chiming in from so that we can keep the information relevant. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Good morning.
CBS News 24/7, a legal setback for the Trump administration over those controversial fast-track mass deportation flights. So here's what happened. A federal appeals court stopping the deportations under the Alien Enemies Act. In a 2-1 decision, that court sided with attorneys for 5 Venezuelan men sent to El Salvador for being suspected members of the Transgender gang. The Trump administration raging against D.C. Judge James Boasberg, who issued the first ruling against the Trump moves in this case. So this ruling really applies to the use of the Alien Enemies Act. It does not prevent deportations under any other existing immigration laws. A White House spokesperson said the White House intends to appeal the circuit court's ruling to the Supreme Court and called the panel's order, quote, a failure to stay the radical decision of the district court that should shock the conscience of the American people, close quote. Well, meanwhile, Department of Homeland Security Kristi Noem is in El Salvador to tour that very prison where more than 200 of those deported are being held right now behind bars. It's called...
Yeah, I wanted you guys to see that top story first. We have that other story in the subcategory. Thank you for making that commercial come up right there, because I want to move right along and stack this deck, because I want to know what you guys are thinking about that right there. We're trying to get them out, doing it the right way, but then all of a sudden this judge just wants to try to get some brownie points and stick his nose in where it doesn't belong, and boom. But can't really say that because 5 of those detainees, like they said, should not have probably went there without the proper sort of court and due process. So kind of a slippery road right there. They got to be a little more careful, I would say, in making sure that the people that they're sending out are who they say that they are, so that they don't run into things like this. But as you already heard, they're saying that they don't have to stop sending people out. But when it comes down to using the Aliens Enemies Act, got to be a little careful before they just send people out. Okay, what we got up in here? Quentin says judges are powerful. Yes, they are very powerful. You know, even though you might think a judge that's from a whole nother state And you'll be like, yeah, whatever. That judge actually has power. We're seeing it happen right before our eyes. If you guys do me a favor, I'm starting early. We're really starting early right now, and I'm going to ask for it. I need to get those likes up so everybody know that we're here, so that we can get more people here. Asking for likes and hitting that like button basically makes more people come and enjoy the show. I want to move on to this next clip because now we got this other clip up here that I want to show you where the top MS-13 gang leader has been caught and arrested, and he was on the East Coast. This guy was actually on the East Coast when he was apprehended, living in Virginia, not even too far from the government. Check this out. He was living like close to the Capitol.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. We have been out since about 4:30 this morning. The great men and women of law enforcement have been working on this operation for days and days and probably weeks. Early this morning, one of the top leaders of MS-13 was apprehended. He was the leader for the East Coast, one of the top 3 in the entire country. Right here in Virginia, living half an hour outside of Washington, D.C.
Good work.
He is an illegal alien from El Salvador, and he will not be living in our country much longer. He's in custody this morning. One of the top leaders right here near our nation's capital. I just cannot thank Governor Youngkin enough for his leadership in this effort. This has been a joint effort with state and local agencies. FBI Director Patel, thank you so much. Terry Cole, Virginia Secretary of Public Safety, our U.S. Attorney, Eric Siebert, DHS Secretary Noem, of course, who is in El Salvador, the home country currently of our illegal alien. DEA Acting Director Maltz, thank you. Our U.S. Marshal Service, ATF.
That is a national security crisis. We have street cops be cops across this country. President Trump gave us the executive decision to go after and safeguard our communities. General Bondi is our warrior of justice leading that charge. Governor Youngkin, it's an honor to be a partner in this operation with you and U.S. Attorney Siebert. This is the mandate we have. Right now we have an American dying every 7 minutes from a drug overdose. That is a national security crisis we have not seen ever before. We have a woman or child being raped every 6.5 minutes in this country. We have a homicide twice an hour. No part of that metric is a safe and secure America. But thanks to the brave leadership of this administration and the folks that you see here, we are returning our communities to safety. As you heard, we took down this morning a top leader of MS-13. That is not done easily. That is done with brilliant law enforcement. And right here, I'm proud, and I think the governor knows I'm biased, having graduated from the University of Richmond, to have this here in the state of Virginia, here in our Northern Virginia resident agency.
Great
with our
thing
partnership
they did,
with our
yeah, that was
Washington
really
field
good
office,
work.
our special agents, our SOS folks, our intel analysts, and our support staff. My priority has been law enforcement across the country, and that will not change. But law enforcement across the country cannot be done just by Washington, D.C. and the federal government alone.
But only thing about this I have to say is they're so organized and they got their stuff together so crazy when it comes down to dealing with these criminals. They can run their operations from prison, as we already know. All he's going to do is go sit down at that table and run the operation from right there, and the things are still going to keep on going. So apprehending them is one thing. Getting them out of the country where they can't even communicate anymore is even much more that they need to concentrate on. We got a lot to keep on going with, y'all, so I got to keep on stacking this deck. Want to know what you guys have to say about these two clips that we just played. We got a lot of information coming out right now. Also, we got Donald Trump now who's going to speak live about the executive orders as well as gender policies. Yesterday, he went to the women's, I think it was women's month or women's something. It was a women's month appreciation, something like that. Don't get me wrong and beat me up. Please correct me in the comments. He had some really pertinent things to say. I queued it up to exactly what I thought that we need to hear about and what's basically going on right now. On another thing, let me keeping into the titles and what we just got finished seeing. It seems as if there's so much effort in apprehending a lot of these gang members MS-13 operators, but soon as they go to get them out of here, we having a problem, and it's very difficult with actually getting them to leave. That's the hard part. They need to really make sure that they're taking care of the deportation process, because I think that this can like really hurt them in the long run if they keep on finding people in the mix that shouldn't have been deported like that without due process, as many here say. Do me a favor, you guys, if you appreciate the content, double tap that like button so more people can come over. Don't ask for no money over there, but I would appreciate, since we have 179 people in the building, if we can get at least if we can get those likes up. I really would appreciate that. Car Care says, Gangland USA. Shout out to the humans. Did you read the EOS? Kendra said, money at Money Tree. Shout out to the humans, said, there does not need to be due process. Johnny P, did they come illegally or not? Marielle, I'm sick of this person's mouth, that person's month. Can it just be January, February, March, etc.? You know what? That's what it seems like. It messes me up because it's hard for me to keep up with it. I actually wrote a book about holidays. It's basically another way for them to make money off of us. Christmas and all of these holidays is just another scam to me, which is why it's like so many other holidays that they just got to put in to try to make budgets balance or something. I think it has to do with that myself personally. Don't really celebrate holidays, Mary. Obi says they're not going about it legally. These people haven't seen one day in court. They're just being sent to El Salvador, even though they claim these folks are from Venezuela, which are two different places. Totally two different places. And why I don't even say it anymore. I say a plane has been sent to a country, because y'all don't play when it comes down to the exactism. We get it. Sometimes we not perfect. I might say El Salvador, then I might say Venezuela. I get what you guys are saying. The fact is that that's where they're flying them to. So us being specific about it in our words is probably a little lighter than the fact that they're sending people to countries that they're not from. What's going on is these countries have accepted these people and they promise to do these processes, and that's why they're going to these countries. They've already made the United States have already made deals with these countries to take these criminals. And yes, the people that are getting caught up that shouldn't be getting caught up, they should have their due day their due day in court. I do agree with you guys on that. Do me a favor, please get those likes up. We got that looks like about 18 likes. We got about 174 people in the building. We're going to keep on going right now because we got to get to this. So this is what I've been telling you about the entire time. Remember when we always speak about the illegal migrants that have jobs, they're going to work, and then you always hear about a bust all of a sudden. Hey, the spot got busted. They came in here and they took 20 of my workers. They took 50 of my workers. They took 100 of my workers. Okay, my question all the time is, how much were you paying them? Were they getting health benefits? You know, all of the stuff that basically goes along with those questions, because you're out here gung-ho about the person that you had that was working for you that got taken away, but were you taking care of them, or were you part of the problem that was just trying to utilize them and use them for cheap labor? We have a situation right here in Southern California where this business is accused of employment of illegal immigrants, plus they made them fake paperwork, y'all. So the whole business is being investigated, people are being arrested, and the owners are now being charged with falsifying documents, which is probably going to be a government charge as well. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's keep it going. Y'all like the content? Like I said, we're going to keep it rolling today. We're going to keep stacking this deck. We working over here. Let's
Tonight
go.
at 7, with more than a dozen people arrested after federal agents descended on a business in El Cajon. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams. That business accused of hiring workers not legally authorized to work in the
On a different note, I like her hammer pants. Keep it going, Ellen.
U.S. Dave Summers with our NBC station in San Diego has been on scene all afternoon.
With fake documentation. The warrant accuses the company of harboring undocumented employees and supplying them with fake legal status documentation. Investigators are confiscating business operation records, financial records, and personnel files. By most accounts, some 24 people were taken into custody. The others have been detained and questioned. We spoke to one worker who was detained for 4.5 hours. He wishes only to be identified as John, also the sister-in-law of a worker who says he was arrested.
I don't know why why they're doing this. Everyone inside, they have family, they have kids, they have wife. So sad.
Tell us how it feels to be part of this and the concern that you have for tomorrow.
It's my first time being involved in it, so it's kind of it's crazy. I mean, like I've never been through this, so I guess it's happening everywhere and happening here.
So we haven't heard all the details of what happened on the inside, but we know part of the process. Each employee was given one of these Homeland Security bags and had to put in them their personal possessions, whatever they had in their pockets, identification, money, keys, anything that they had. Once they were released, they were given the bag and their possessions back. We haven't gotten a lot of information here on the ground from Homeland Security. We were told only that this was a search warrant, that it was a search warrant being served on some improprieties of employment here. And just recently, we got a better number on the people that were arrested. We're told just under 20 people were arrested in El Cajon. I'm Dave Summers, NBC4.
Now, what y'all think about that? The same thing that we talked about. They out here, they hiring these people, and then we keep on getting to the point where, oh, well, they don't want to pick fruit. Americans don't want to do this. Americans don't want to do that. I keep on telling you, if you give an American to pay the right wage, maybe they'll go to work. Maybe they will. Maybe if you do that, because it seems like they'd rather undercut and pay the illegal immigrants so they can work 75, 80 hours and 90 hours. Because why? Because we're too smart and we know better than to go to work for that long, because we still want a life and somewhere to actually be able to do something besides, oh, we don't go to work all day. Yeah, pay a decent wage and you'll get good workers, American workers. Call me what you want, but that's what I'm thinking. What y'all got up in here for me? Kendra said, shout out, okay, what else we got? Batty Lynn, 20 more off the streets than the day before. That's right. G. Wallace says 300 South. Well, G. Wallace Southside said everyone gets sad when they get caught breaking the law. Devin said keep digging. Car Care, the media is full of crap. Shout out to the human, says trying to pander to both sides. What else? He's clueless. Oh, you out of here. Oh, that's what they saying. Get him out of here. They saying oh, you probably should get up out of here. Shout out. You hating for no reason. Christina Shelton Burns, they are criminals if they don't come here legally. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell you right now, shout out. If you don't want to be here, you can leave and let me help you. Bam! Out of here. Now, T. Cole, knew it, hood dude with a suit on. Bam! Out of here. Don't got no time to play with y'all. What else we doing? I don't get up early in the morning to play with people. Ain't getting no likes or none of that neither. I will shut this whole live down if this is all I'm getting. Akira says, you just said a bunch of lies, called them criminals when over 2.4 times more are innocent than supposed criminals. Okay, I didn't say a bunch of lies though. Okay, what we got? Car Care, Bill of Rights, pay for rights. What else we got here? Sarah said, if you stop giving people rights, then everyone is vulnerable. Indians Exposed says, good morning all. Knowledge says they are not from here either though. Okay, y'all, a lot of conversations going on. A lot of information is being told. Okay, everybody got their opinion, and you know how that go. Everybody got what also. So let's just keep them respectful so that we don't gotta, get you guys up out of here for wilding out. Right now, I want you guys to see President Trump as he speaks about what? Trans, men in sports, all sorts of things at this woman's month meeting. What is this called now? I'm sorry. This is called President Trump Participate in Women's History Month event at the White House. Okay, Marielle, it's called Women's History Month. This one is called Women's History Month. This is what we calling this. Let's get it up because we queued it up to this one specific point. We didn't want to hear everything that didn't have to do with what we wanted to get into. Let's just get right to the meat of it. So let's go.
All coming in so they don't have to pay tariffs. It's very simple, because if you build your product in the USA, there is no tariff. On day one, I made the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female. So
I like to champion this and keep on playing it. If I could find 1,000 cues to just keep on putting in to say male and female, that's all we'll be watching all day. Because this is the stuff that I believe in. All that other stuff is nonsense. Get my bags, meet me at the airport. Y'all can be what y'all want to be. but don't bring it on us. Your sexual preference has nothing to do with race or religion. I don't even know why they can bring that up in the same sort of sentence, but they do.
Is there anybody, seriously, is there anybody that disagrees with that in this room? I was thinking maybe somebody from the press might raise their hand. I don't think so. There aren't too many people. You know, it's amazing. It's got to be like a 98% issue, right? So what are they doing, Marjorie? What are they doing? They're fighting for a 2% issue. That's good. Let them keep doing it. No matter how many surgeries you have or chemicals you inject, if you're born with male DNA in every cell of your body, you can never become a woman. You're not going to be a woman.
All right, I want to see who's pushing back in the comments to this. I know there's so many people on both sides of the board when it comes down to this. What do you guys think about these comments right here? Do you think that there's a way to actually genetically become a woman? Just by shooting up enough stuff? You got the hormones with the beard. I mean, you sound like one. You sound like a man. Do y'all think that you can actually do it through science? Because that's what they're trying to propose here. Soon, they're going to try to make that a whole nother race, probably. I'm just calling it like I see it. Imagine if the Democrats get in the office again. Oh, Lord. I know y'all thinking I'm like, oh, who's this, a black Republican? No, I'm not. I'm not a Republican. I'm not an independent. And I'm not a Democrat. I'm a human being. That's why we made our bottom line for people like us that can say whatever we want. But if you are a Democrat or a Republican or an independent, you can say what you want here. We don't mind. Make jokes, whatever you want, as long as they're funny. If they're head jokes, they better be funny than some other stuff I heard. No more Brian Pumper or Diddy. It's just corny. Every black person that you see look like Diddy, how about I hit y'all back with that? Because it don't sound funny when too many people saying the same thing. And I damn sure don't look like no Diddy. Stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, stop it. If you think you're gonna make a profit, stop it. Now let's get back into this clip. Y'all appreciate the content that you see here. We got about 300 people in the building. I like for 80 likes to happen. If that could happen, I appreciate it. We've been up since 3 o'clock pooling, hitting this off since 6. Let's rock.
And that's why last month I proudly signed a historic executive order to ban men from competing in women's sports, and it was very popular and very...
Viracosa, get out of sports. Jim Carrey of the character in Living Color, that's what I always use when it comes down to that part. Jim Carrey as Viracosa. That's what it reminds me of. Hi, I'm Viracosa. I'm here to compete. That's what it reminds me of every time I see it. Call me what you want.
Very popular. We had a track meet, and it was so disparaging to great women athletes. I've known so many great women athletes. I gave Annika Sorenstam the Medal of Freedom here not so long ago, and these are unbelievable athletes, but it's so ridiculous. They had a track meet, and you heard me talking about long distance track meet. The man won by 5 hours and 14 minutes and 12 seconds, and I said, this is not good. And you want to see worse? Take a look at the weightlifting records. Take a look at the boxing. Take a look at this. The whole thing is ridiculous. And frankly, it's demeaning to women.
Yep.
And you are superior to men, in my opinion. What do I know? You are. I see you. No, they are superior. I've known it.
See, they could say, that's what I don't mind going to an event where they spitting the truth at, right? Where they spitting the truth. Ooh, they so mad on the other side. They crying. Y'all got to look at those video clips where they talking about, I can't believe they're doing this. As soon as he signed the executive order, oh my God, they was out there like, no. They were going loco, y'all. I'm talking about they were going crazy. What we got here? Y'all got me crying right now. Epic Failey, he isn't speaking facts. Yes, he is. Y'all going at it. Okay, North Africa. Yes, he is, bro. Gaming Bandit says, yes, he is. Speaking facts. Don't be anti-human. That's right. Don't try to play our women like that, trying to get them out of what y'all trying to substitute and get rid of women? Are you crazy? I love women. You stupid?
It all my life, and I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy. I also banned puberty blockers. Can you believe I'm even saying this? And the sexual mutilation of minor youth. Now, who would think, let's go back 10 or 15 years. If you ever heard a statement like that, you'd say, what the hell is he even talking about, right, Brooke? what is he talking about? Puberty blockers. But that's where we are. That's where we've come, and we're ending it. We're sending it back to where it came from, oblivion, right? So in the...
All right, y'all, I'm not going to rape the content. I want to know what you guys are thinking about this. I want to read your feedback. We're going to play the rest. Do me a favor. Let's get those likes. So what we got? We got 31 likes, 32. We got 500 people in the building. Stop playing, y'all. Come on. We got to get better with the likes than that. I'm about to read y'all comments. Let's go.
Recent election, we did fantastically well with women. I kept hearing, women don't like them. I said, I think they do. You know, don't like, fake polls don't like me. That's who don't like me. But we were setting records in so many of these cases, and I was for women. I was for the women, the suburban housewife, where I stopped low-income housing projects from being built at a house next to you, where people were being decimated, their houses were being literally ripped up and destroyed. And I stopped it, and we've stopped it again. We had to stop it again. I stopped it first term. We had a great first term, a really successful first term. We had the largest increase in stock market value, 88% increase in the history of our country. We gave you the biggest tax cuts. We gave you the biggest regulation cuts. We rebuilt our military. We gave too much of it away to Afghanistan, this character. He gave billions and billions of dollars of it away to Afghanistan. And maybe we'll have to ask for that back, although it's getting a little old now. They're getting a little old. We're building new stuff. But I will say that it was such an honor working with so many great women. I've worked with women all my life. I've always been ahead on that subject. I had women in my construction business putting up skyscrapers in New York 30 years ago, 35 years ago, long before it was in vogue. And they were phenomenal. Every one of them was phenomenal. My administration listens to America's moms, and that's why I recently created the Presidential Commission to make America healthy again, and that's really caught on. That's really caught on. And Bobby Kennedy, by the way, is doing a great job. I think it's going to go down as another great choice. And we just don't want to treat the chronic disease crisis. We want to prevent our children from getting sick in the first place. And there are so many things that we are doing wrong. Something happened. If you go back 20 years, autism, think of it, 1 in 20,000 children. Think of that. 1, autism. You see it all over. 1 in 20,000 children. Now it's 1 in 36 children. Now, what the hell is that all about? There's something out there, and we got to find it. But can you imagine 1 in 20,000, and now it's 1 in 36, not 36,000, 1 in 36 children. And I
think it has to do with that petroleum crap that they putting on all the candy, the color and all of that. That's not good for us. We should not be ingesting that nasty food. We should not be, y'all. Do me a favor, you guys. It's not over. I know y'all like, wait a minute, Trump. Yes, it was good, right? That ain't nothing. This is what we do all day long. I got more in the clip. It gets more exciting than that. Y'all want to see something going on right now with Kristi Noem? It look kind of crazy with her standing in front of all these criminals right here. Even though they behind the cell, it still look like she's in a little, no disrespect, like she's in a bad place. And I don't even want to call no names on it because I know y'all gonna tear me up in the comments. I'm just gonna let you see this. But Kristi Noem sends a blunt message from El Salvador prison. This is one of our tools, and she's showing the prison with all these gang members behind her. This is kind of crazy right here. Check this out. This is kind of crazy. Kristi went out there right in front of them saying what she got to say. She is not playing right now. Let's go, y'all. Let's get it. Check it out.
You obviously have the courts, but you also want to deter people from coming here illegally in the first place. And that is exactly what DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said yesterday, delivering a blunt message while visiting that notorious El Salvador prison. Watch.
If you come to our country illegally, this is one of the consequences you could face. First of all, do not come to our country illegally. You will be removed and you will be prosecuted. But know that this facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use if you commit crimes against the American people.
I mean, Ron, I don't think the message could be any clearer. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. I think I heard music.
At this point, I think this is what people need to see. I think that the cartel needs to be able to see this, as well as the people that they're lying to, like, Pito, take the package and go across the border. You be fine. No, Pito, you're not going to be fine. You're going to get caught. You're going to get them bracelets, and they're going to be like this. Watch your head. And you're going to be taking that ride like this. And next thing you know, in the Supermax. And that's not no regular jail. Did y'all see how big them damn bars was on that prison? I'm talking about the bars was like 6-7 feet tall. High. Man, listen, no thank you. Everybody in there in boxer drawers and no t-shirt? No thank you. Ain't got no tattoos on my body. I don't want none. Ain't messing with no crap like that. Get them out of here. And don't it look like something going on with all of them in the prison, in the jail like that? Talking about bring them back, fly them back because they need due process in court. Call me what you want, y'all. If you think in the same way as that judge, talking about turn the planes around. They deserve due process. Get my bags. Meet me at the airport. I might be there. You're gonna be waiting a long time. I'm gonna keep on going, y'all, because we got more this information. We're gonna go now. We got to get to this top story. We don't keep on going and raping the content because we got so much more in the clip that we can keep doing this all day. I do a whole bunch of homework. We're going to our lead story right now. Our lead story says Trump officials, all their personal info was leaked. Again, that's Pam Bondi, that's Pete Hegseth, as well as Mike Walsh. Personal information was leaked now, y'all. Their personal stuff. And let's see what they're doing about it and where they're going from here with it. That's what we're doing today. Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Several top Trump officials have reportedly had some of their personal data leaking online, adding to the fallout of the administration's Signal chat leak.
Peter Ducey joins us from the White House with more. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning. And among the top national security officials here who need to change their passwords this morning because theirs have now leaked online are the National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, the Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard, and the Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. But
this is definitely a cyber war, cyber crime situation going on with Signal. Anybody on Signal? We thought that Signal was good for us, huh? Time to find a new app. I guess they done got into Signal, and it's over. It happens. We got to get used to stuff like that happening. Sensitive information getting leaked out. It happens all the time. Want to come to the comments to see what you guys got to say because we stacked the deck pretty good. Want to know what you guys have to say about all those video clips that we just showed. Okay, Trump needs to get his security under control. KCG. What else we got here? We got a money tree, boxes, no shirt, and y'all wondering Trump trying to get rid of all the rainbows. Boxes on with no shirt. That ass, yo, what's up with that? Hit that like button. Rebecca said that. Rebecca said hit that like button. Unique says, I'm not okay with creepy Democrats and I've had plenty of life struggles. What else you got up in here, y'all? What else y'all talking about? Better says, get legally to the U.S. like me. I stood in front of the U.S. Embassy for 4 hours, then got a visa, then came to the U.S. saying hi and went back home with a nice experience. Nice people. There you go. Better Jan Jatan said that. Congratulations, Better. Demon God said, that's not Gotham. That's that Gotham prison. Yes, it is. Deputy said they laughing like crazy. What else we got? Awesome job, Christy Norm. She's not playing around at all. She's not at all, Rebecca. Marcy says, you're okay with it until it's you. It ain't gonna be me. I ain't no criminal. How about that? Casey Ramos says, no, Pito. No, Pito. Don't do it. Pito, don't listen to him. Don't take that package over there, Pito. They gonna get you, Pito.
those officials continue enjoying the backing of their boss.
It's all a witch hunt. Here we are talking about some of the greatest business deals ever made. The greatest companies in the world are moving into the United States, and you want to ask about whether or not Signal works. I don't know that Signal works. I think Signal could be defective, to be honest with you.
I think the same thing.
And you heard it there. The president is trying to move on to talk about other stuff like auto tariffs.
The mainstream media continues to be focused on a sensationalized story from the failing Atlantic magazine. If this story proves anything, it proves that Democrats and their propagandists in the mainstream media know how to fabricate, orchestrate, and disseminate a misinformation campaign quite well.
Mike Walsh took responsibility for it yesterday and said he's possibly the one that sent out that text message because in his he didn't realize like the people that were in the text line. Sometimes I make that mistake too. I'm thinking I'm sending somebody a text and it goes to the wrong person. That's why I always double and triple check. But again, like, and you should know, y'all said it yesterday in the comments. You don't know who you got in your phone as a contact? Come on, son. Come on, son. Ed Lover. Come on, son. Stop fronting. We got to keep on going, y'all, because now we got some tough conditions coming up. We can't forget about our people in North Carolina. I don't like all of this fires and crazy stuff going on. I want us to get in front of this stuff. The last time I said my opinion on the fires, I was wrong. I said that it might be somebody out there setting them. Wound up being s'mores. So you know what? That's when I said to myself, I'm going to hold off on my opinion until I can really get a good judgment of what's going on here. We have some fires that have been breaking out in North Carolina. Hopefully they've been contained, but the last that I looked, they were 0% contained. I do not like fires. I do not like things like this. I'm sure everyone here doesn't either, but it happens. All I'm trying to do is bring it to light so that we be more careful ourselves. Let's be nice to our wildlife, our trees, our forests. Let's try our best to not, burn our own damn wildernesses down and our own forestry, because it's terrible. And the next thing you know, you're burning somebody's house down, and then the animals don't got nowhere to live. We have to be more diligent on how we're taking care of ourselves as well as the land, y'all. Can't just be smoking cigarettes and throwing them on the ground, not putting out fires. No, I'm not Smokey the Bear, but I care about animals and I care about the land, and it just really hurts me to see our forests and our wildlife, things burning up like this. I just don't like it. Hate reporting it too.
3 wildfires continue to burn across Polk County despite this morning's rain showers.
Crews have arrived from other areas to fight the fires, both on the ground and from the air. The fires have now burned more than 5,700 acres.
And here are the latest numbers for the 3 fires. The Black Cove fire is burning in the Green River Gameland and covers more than 2,800 acres.
Just a few miles away, the Deep Woods fire has burned over 2,700 acres. Both of those fires are 0% contained. The smaller Fishhook fire is north of Lake Adger. It's burned just under 200 acres, and its containment is up to 69%. That's good news, because that's the one threatening the most homes. We have live coverage of this first.
That's what I mean, the homes, the people. Yes, we can do the sub-reporting and let them talk about stuff, but we know what we're worried about. The overall fire, we're worried about the wildlife, and people getting caught up in that, losing their homes and deaths, possible deaths. So we're going to pray for North Carolina right now, because we don't wait when we do our prayers. Somebody asked me to pray for them, I do it right there. So we're going to all pray for North Carolina and these wildfires, and we hope under God's name and his heart and his love for us that they can get these fires to go away as fast as possible. We ask this in Jesus' name, and we ask that right now. Amen. Let the preacher say it, let the choir say amen. Let everybody in the comments say amen. We appreciate that, and we hope that this fire, some out of nowhere, just get a storm, God. Let's get us a storm going and just make it stop. Take care of these animals and take care of the people. Thank you guys for holding me down for that. Anybody else, any other religion, didn't mean it any bad way, but that's just the way we rock over here at Our Bottom Line. We don't wait when we say, I'm going to pray for you. I'll stop right there and hold your hand and do it. We don't play them games. Moving right along, Luigi Mangione had some stuff in his backpack where people actually think that he was thinking about being on the run for much longer than he actually was. I mean, of course he was trying to run, but they're just trying to say he had shaving kits. He probably had a compass in there, basically breaking down all of the stuff that he had. Then we got issues with the back and forth of information and stuff that they're going to allow to be brought into court. We're talking about Luigi Mangione, the person that was allegedly the shooter who killed the CEO of United Healthcare. Let's keep it going, you guys. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning. I hope you're getting something out this content. And I also appreciate if you hit that like button, because I've been up since 3 doing the pooling, as well as making sure I can make sense of this conversation that we're having while we do the dialogue. Also, let's get some more comments so I can actually read what you guys have to say about this.
Documents suggest that Luigi Mangione was prepared to stay on the run before his arrest for allegedly killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. So Mangione had a gun, passport, even more on him at the time of his arrest. Now the prosecution is raising an alarm over potential security risks as Mangione's defense asks for a laptop. News Nation's Alicia Nieves is outside the New York City courthouse with more. Alicia, a lot coming out of discovery in this case. What more are we learning?
Yeah, good morning, Mark. The discovery is pretty interesting. I mean, it was 16 pages, this long list of items that were found on Mangione, according to police, when he was detained about 3 months ago, or found around him. Stuff could be critical in court for his upcoming trial. We know they included things like that 9mm gun you mentioned just a moment ago, a cylindrical silencer, zip ties, ammunition, Monopoly money, a passport, credit cards, clothing, and even handwritten notes. Now, police contend, and this is where that gun and silencer in particular are really important, that a ghost gun and silencer were used during the December 4th shooting. So we could see at trial this be the critical evidence, and we'll have to wait and see, of course, if that gun found matches Mangione or not.
Well, when you have a silencer and you commit a crime, they give you much more time for it because they consider that like a hit, like you really were going for it and you were using the compression and the sensor as like a professional hit. So he's got a lot of cards stacked against him. I think the only real chance that Luigi Mangione may have is like a criminal insanity defense, because it seems like it's more like a gung-ho trying to do it for the cause sort of a situation. It doesn't really get you less time. You still might get the jail time, but you know the cause is still there and the people still are more lenient towards his fight. Okay, let's keep it going, y'all. What's up? What we got down here in these comments? Unique UX. He crashed out professionally, Metal Gear Solid style. Yeah, there you go. He definitely, and when it comes down to those 3D printed guns and the silencers, he definitely did crash out a certain way. You guys do me a favor. Let's get those likes up. What we got on those likes? We got 54 likes and we got 321 people in the building. I'm going to pause the video right now, which I don't normally do. We got a lot more to go. We're going to probably lose about 100 people when this happens, but we always understand what that does, right, guys? That's that woosah. And things start to level off. Then I play another video and they like, damn, we left too early. But it happens. But I really would appreciate if you guys go ahead and hit that like button. We like to get those likes up to at least 80. That makes it very respectable. Right now it's at 55. We got 289 people in the building. Let's really try to work on getting that number up right there, because it really doesn't help the channel when we leave and this number is not healthy. I'm going to tell you guys, as of yesterday, we got really bad numbers that we never get. And it doesn't make sense for me to continue doing this because I don't get paid for it at all. Don't get paid on YouTube either, because I play clips and I'm using other people's content and I don't make money here. So what I need for you to understand is all of this is out of pocket. I get up early every morning to do this. I don't make money off of this at all. Go check if you think I'm lying. I don't make any money doing this. Every day, 3 o'clock in the morning, I may make $200 every 30 days. So that's pretty low when it comes down to hourly wage, ain't it? I can tell you guys honestly the truth. So it doesn't really make sense. Really gonna need you guys to get those likes up. I do this as basically like a hobby. So we're going to keep on moving forward and go ahead and keep on moving into this Luigi Mangione content so that we can keep on moving forward and having our dialogue.
Week, though, this also comes as we saw his lawyers file that petition you mentioned a moment ago, asking for him to be given a laptop, saying that it's needed to be able to sift through the more than 15,000 pages of documents, thousands of hours of video, including things like surveillance video from the morning the United Healthcare CEO of Brian Thompson was gunned down, body-worn camera footage, witness testimony, and other materials that prosecutors have gathered. Now, Mangione's lawyers do maintain the laptop only going to be used to review legal information pertinent to the case, but prosecutors at the state level, DA Alvin Braggs and his team, they're arguing against it. They're concerned, according to the response to the petition, about potential security leaks, a prospective witness being threatened or harassed. prosecutors saying and arguing that during Mangione's last court appearance, officers actually found heart-shaped notes stuffed into his clothing. And basically they're saying if someone was able to smuggle some notes into his clothing in court, then something could likely be smuggled out, a witness name, a witness photo, and that could potentially be dangerous. In terms of where we go next from here, Market, we know that April 18th in federal court, we're supposed to have a hearing for this case. And then in state court, we should have a hearing in June.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to...
I might just go down there. Let me see if they let us in the courthouse. They'll let us in to see the case, but they definitely won't let us record it. But I might be able to go downtown and see what's up with you guys and go ahead and go check out some cases and stuff like that. That'll be fun. We got some events coming up anyway, so hopefully you guys are going to be coming to the talent show as well. All 5 boroughs win $250, and then the champion at the finale, you'll win $1,000. So that's a $1,250 all-inclusive bonus right there. So hopefully you guys come down to that too, because that's going to be crazy. I'm going to go in the middle of the show and show y'all that. That's the Show Your Talent show that's coming up with all 5 boroughs. Going to have the locations available for you guys on the website. Come out and make some money. Make some money with your boy. And I want to see your talent too, because I'm going to be the host. Let's get it. I got some more clips in the deck right now. Hopefully you guys are appreciating the content. I didn't want to be so sensitive about the truth earlier, but I gotta let you guys understand what it is here and why I come here. I want you guys to see now the judge who halted Trump's deportation flights is assigned to the signal leak case. Could this be a conspiracy? You already know that this guy is already having a problem and trying to fight back with the deportation case. Out of all the judges that you guys have, this signal case comes in front of him. We got to call it as I see it. I mean, there's just so much pushback, so much BS. I get your legal day in court, but stacking the deck this way, it's just so obvious. And what can they do about it? Nothing. Can't do nothing about it. So here you go again. John Bolton, or his name, whatever his name is, this judge, the same one that's been given a pushback for deportation, all of a sudden is assigned to the signal leak case. Oh, there's no conspiracy there. Oh no, that's just happened to be there's no conspiracy there.
The judge who issued the restraining temporary order on those deportation flights has now been randomly, circle that on your scorecard at home, assigned a case regarding the signal chat leak and an investigation that would follow.
It's really incredible. Watchdog Group is suing Trump officials involved in the discussion on plans to strike the Houthis in Yemen.
Chanley Painter is here with more on this. Hi, Chanley.
Hey, good morning. So the assignment of that judge, James Boasberg, garnering criticism from Republican lawmakers who say the federal judge's rulings are clearly biased against the Trump administration.
You think so?
Trump himself saying this, quote, Judge James Boasberg has just been given a 4th Trump case, something which is statistically impossible. There is no way for a Republican, especially a Trump Republican, to win before him. He is highly conflicted.
Let me get my name right before y'all tear me up. His name is Judge James Boasberg. Sounds like a dough bird, a bow bird. I don't know what's wrong with him. Let's keep on going. I want to see what you guys have to say about this. Bugatti looking on point today. Thank you so much, Marty. I appreciate that. Unique. He crashed out professionally. Metal Gear Solid style. Yeah, he definitely did. But I still feel for that person that he killed. Rebecca, come on, hit the like button. Maybe Greenland. What else you got? What about Bragg? Wasn't he being charged? Let me see. Christina says they need to check out his accounts. Someone's paying him. And Not Chili Boo Boo says send that judge to El Salvador. Willie Meek says deport Trump sincerely. Justin Michael got random. Thank you so much for that. You guys do me a favor. We got 296 people in the building. Let's try to get those likes up to 80. Let's try to get those likes up to 80. If you appreciate the content, let's go, guys. Let's go. Also, I want to read some more comments because I see you guys got a lot of stuff going on the topic. Willie says unique UX fact. What else we got? What else we got here? We got Mr. Good Citizen that says he knew all this about the healthcare system, but didn't know he didn't have to answer their questions or give them his ID. Doesn't make sense. We got Car Care that says I make the same. Hey, Car said I make the same. Ain't that crazy, right? Remember to dislike at the top right corner. Okay. Bye bye, Rowan. You got jokes. I don't like that joke. Bam! Out of here. And Anonymous says, talk shower, fool. It makes it true. Talk slower, fool. It makes it true. Damn, you out of here too, man. Y'all just getting yourselves out of here quick. Christina got the thumbs up. I love when they stick their head up out the hole and play like that, y'all. Because it just brings me over like this. Boom! I have no time to be up here early this morning and be having people knock me down. What are you on live for if you ain't got nothing to do but talk crap about me? What's your life like? Come on, y'all. Let's keep it going.
And this case was filed Wednesday by the government watchdog group American Oversight, alleging that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and others violated federal records laws by discussing Houthi attack plans in a Signal group chat. President Trump is standing by his team and blaming the app.
It's all a witch hunt. Here we are talking about some of the greatest business deals ever made, the greatest companies that...
He said that earlier. I'm not going to keep on saying the same thing, but I wanted you guys to see the judge, the same judge that's been assigned to the deportation case. All of a sudden, he's assigned to the Signal case. Y'all got to look at that as like some insider crap or something's going on. And somebody said he's getting paid for it, huh? Somebody said he's getting paid for it on the side. Or was y'all talking about Luigi? But y'all talking about Luigi's getting paid for it. I don't think Luigi is basically getting paid for what he did. I think his family had money. He also had back issues himself. He was on medication. And I guess over time he was reading books. They have a little bit of a dialogue on the history of his process and leading him to where what possibly allegedly made him commit this crime. Only thing I'm going to say is this. I don't condone KILL, killing people. I don't condone, unless it's self-defense. So I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, United Healthcare, whatever, is bad. They bad people. You're right about that. But when that man walked up and his bare back was open like that, and he walked out and that man stepped up and shot him in his back like that, that gives me a different feeling. It's my bare back open and you're doing that to me and behind my back. Also, we also know as human beings and as real men, you only shoot somebody behind the back if you're a coward. Call it what it is. Cowards shoot people in the back. Real man, you're going to stand in your face and do it and take your SO away from you in your face. Maybe you wasn't strong enough to do that, but I look at that much different than a lot of other people do. And taking a life, it's no condoning that. I don't care if it's a dog or whatever like that, roach or whatever, a bug or something, that's different. But taking a life, don't condone it. And if you're that type of person that can do that, it shows what your heart is about. I get it that he went through a lot of stuff. He went through stressful times. I understand that, and it built him up to do that. But people, I'm talking about different now. People that can just do things like that to hurt people for no reason or for monetary gain, I want to keep those people far away from me, really far. Because I'd rather do the work and be good with people. And I like life. I like dogs and puppies. I like flowers. I like people that's having fun and enjoying life. Ain't racist. Don't play that racist game with me because I'm going to look at you like you're crazy. Straight up and down. That's why people don't understand me. Hey, what's up with this guy? Is he a Republican? Nope, just a human being. Love all people and want everybody to be happy. Something wrong with that? That's all I care about. So I'm going to keep on going, y'all. We got this action news story right now on Social Security because this is something right here that's very important to us, our grandparents, our elderly people, all of us that are busting our butts and that's been told, hey, guess what? We're going to be able to keep our money. It ain't going to be bad for us. We're going to be fine. Oh, yeah? Well, I was told that if I work hard, I get to retire and I get to have my Social Security. Now they playing around with our money. They done invested it. How about if we take all that money that we gave to Ukraine and all the illegal migrants and put that in the Social Security and leave people money the hell alone? How about that?
Big changes are coming to Social Security as the Trump administration works to weed out alleged fraud. Experts are warning these changes could put some Americans' benefits at risk. Today, we're going to take a look at the changes that are set to take effect at the end of this month and why.
The end of this month, March 31st. I keep on telling y'all this because I want y'all to try to get in front of this where you can. I need you to get in front of this where you can. Yes, help your grandmother, help your aunt. People that you don't normally help, we gonna have to do it. Because if they have to go report and if they can't do it online, it's gonna mess with their benefits. Plus a lot of people are getting fired. So we have to step up. You know some elderly people, hey, you need help setting up your Social Security account online? I'll help you. Straight up and down, we gotta help them. We definitely do.
Experts are worried that the changes could complicate the process of receiving benefits. Plus, the cuts coming to the agency and how they impact you. Social Security is our big story today. According to the Office of the Inspector General, Social Security scams are a growing problem. The Social Security Administration is one of the top government agencies targeted by scammers using a government imposter scam. In 2024, the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, reports more than $577 million was lost to these types of scams. The scams are ever evolving, meaning every time one disappears, another is ready to take its place. In this past February, police in Northeast Ohio sent out a warning to Ohioans about a new scam targeting potential retirement applicants. And Angie Rodriguez has how you can protect yourself.
Take a look at your screen. Menor PD sharing this post from the Social Security Administration office. It says the office is aware of a new scam targeting potential new retirees.
It's that time of the year where people are trying to make decisions on those kinds of things, but people are getting calls, texts, emails, from what we call imposters.
Imposters, Erica Dilworth with the Better Business Bureau says, are hoping to make a quick buck with your information.
Scammers they're smart. I'm sorry to say that, but they know how to manipulate.
This scam starts with an email, one that looks to be from the Social Security Administration. The subject line, claim benefits. Then it reads, important, apply for your Social Security benefits starting in 2025. Inside, a link disguised as the SSA's official website then tries to redirect you to a fake website where they can steal private information.
They want you to provide your Social Security number. They want you to provide your date of birth. They want you to provide, your bank account, other valuable information so they can either take advantage of you today or take advantage of you or sell your information so somebody could take advantage of you in the future.
So 2 reasons why we have to get in front of it, because the elderly are the ones that are being targeted. So now they think that they filling out the right thing and they filling that out. That's another reason why I wanted to show you that clip, because it's a possibility for that happening. Oh, I did it. I filled it out. Next thing you know, they done sent all their bank information to the wrong people. We got to get in front of this. And if we know any elderly people, aunts, uncles, or whatever, it sucks. But we got to fill out this paperwork for them. What y'all got to say in the comments right here? David Sittler, I support Trump and Elon Musk. Unique said, protect the elderly and the future. Natalie says, these scammers are just getting worse. Yes, they just keep on coming with some more shit. Excuse me. Sorry, I actually believe in what Jesus Christ actually taught. And Unique says, all they can do is whine about Trump. Willie says, Sarah, if they only knew. Justin says, Sarah, you have no actual arguments. What's going on with Sarah? Andre, Trump #1. Sarah says Musk is a God king. Musk OS a God king. Okay, you lost our way because we don't pray to Babylon, child sacrifice, God like you. What are you talking about? Car care, legal is illegal because they are profiting from it. Natalie says, look up pics of Rosie and Rachel Maddow before they get angry. Okay. So yeah, we have to look out for these scams, and due to the fact that we know that March 31st is the deadline, that everything is going to go online now, we're going to have to start figuring out as far as times to get to the Social Security Department, make an appointment, and much more, much more. We got more situations right now. Again, hope you guys appreciate the content. I got more on Trump right now as he talks about, wait a minute, what we talking about here? Oh, we're talking about the stocks right now, the stock market. We have an interviewer who actually basically asked them a question about the stock market. If you notice, our president is betting long. He's not betting about tomorrow or today. He's trying to bet long in the long run. So when you hear questions like, well, what about the stock market? What about this? You can kind of understand why he doesn't really pay too close of attention to it, because it seems as if, and it actually is, his actions actually reflect what the stock market does. He kind of knows that when he does things with tariffs, it could probably lower and make it harder on the stock market for that day. But this is an interview right here where it just explained to me the exactism in that, in him understanding that, but still holding firm in, we got to do this tariff thing because it's really the only way that we're going to come about up profitable as a country and as a nation. A lot of people here agree with the tariffs, and many people in the comments as of yesterday and this week have said that they would hold fast and basically stand with Trump and basically understand what's going on right now, because you also believe that in the long run it's going to be beneficial for the country. Many people feel the same way. I'm going to let you guys see this clip right here so that you can see what you're thinking, and then the sentiment is what you're saying is the same way that he's actually thinking. So I guess you guys are on point with what your president's saying. Do me a favor, you guys. We've got 77, only need 3 more. Let's get that up to 80. Let's get those likes up to 80. I'm going to be happy as I ain't going to say it because I thought it was funny before, but now I don't say that joke anymore. I'll be very happy if we can get those likes up to 80. We've got 3 more likes. I'm going to go ahead and play the clip because I know we're going to get it. So let's keep on going. I don't want to hold this clip up for 3 likes. Let's go.
Next week. Will those be immediately effective April 2nd on all countries, or will you focus on the worst offenders?
No, we're going to make it all countries, and we're going to make it very lenient. I think people are going to be very surprised. It'll be, in many cases, less than the tariff that they've been charging us for decades. So I think people are going to be very, very surprised.
On these auto tariffs,
I think they'll be pleasantly surprised. I don't know. I think we're trying to keep it somewhat conservative.
And on these auto tariffs, we saw obviously the NASDAQ 100 go down 2% at close, S&P 500 down 1%. What are you concerned about that market reaction?
Today?
Yes, sir.
I didn't say that. I want to see the jobs. I want to see that'll all take care of itself. That could take care of itself in 1 day, 2 days, or 1 week.
Are there any conditions under which you'd remove these auto tariffs, sir, or is this permanent for the rest of your term in office?
Oh, this is permanent.
Okay, so the tariffs are going to be permanent, and also, like he said, he's not worried about 1 day or a week. This thing can actually fix itself in a week, and understanding that a lot of the stuff that he does basically determines what the stock market does. If he's out there talking about adding tariffs, stock market people want to hold, they don't want to invest. If he's doing a bunch of investments and everybody's happy, boom, 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 stock market's thriving. So when you kind of understand that you control the stock market a lot, you don't worry about 1 day to the next. You have to think the long way, like, you know what, I'm tired of these little rips and ups and downs. I want us to be in a situation in the long run. Makes a lot of sense to me. I actually like that idea. So I'm with you guys on that. I think we're a full boat on that. We all agree. We all agree. What else we got? We were headed to 1984 with Biden. That's what Unique said. Sarah says, everything Trump does is grift. Are you even paying attention? He answers to people higher than him. Let me ask you guys, is this the Sarah that y'all want out of here? I don't see her comments as being too bad. But Sarah, you got a lot of beef in these comments, girl. Justin Michael, I read the book 1984, and that's where we were heading with Biden and potentially Harris. I know you love Big Brother. I know you love Big Brother. One thing about us, Sarah, we let you get off what you want to say. We don't try to put anybody in a specific corner. And what you're saying is open and it's vast, and a lot of people probably think the same way. So yeah, we're gonna let you rock. We're gonna let you rock. Y'all gotta just get at her. Get at her. If y'all don't like what she's saying, debunk some stuff that she's saying. I don't see her saying nothing wrong. I get jokes on me all the time. Other day, people was calling y'all cheap. Y'all ain't get at that person. So hey, we gotta defend ourselves sometimes. As long as she ain't being disrespectful, you can go ahead and have a platform here, love. Ma'am. Willie Meeks, invest in God and gold, in gods and silver is the way. What else we got up in here? We got Kendra says, More likes, please. 7 more likes, y'all. Y'all heard Kendra. Kendra said we need 7 more likes. So we got 83. We good. We can try to take it to 100. Car care. There is no hope, only dope. There's no hope in dope. Kendra, just read, period. It will educate you. Knowledge is important, is what Kendra says. Justin says, stock market will rebound. The market is just unsure about the tariffs. That's what's going on. You guys know the deal. Y'all know the deal. I'll be preaching to the choir up in here reading those comments, because when it comes down to that and your understanding of tariffs and taxes, y'all on point. And you know that's why a lot of people right here are willing to hold fast, because in the long run, if it works out, it is going to be more beneficial to us as a country. Let's keep it going, y'all. Do me a favor, like I said, don't forget to let me know where you're chiming in from, because we also have to make sure that the content that we're giving is on point. We like to make sure that we're speaking in a light where we're talking about the same city, talking about the same states. I love when we're doing that. Had a show the other day where I brought up something in Los Angeles. One person was like, hey, that's in my neighborhood. I love when that happens. That means that we're not just in my state and talking about stuff that's right here. We want to be around the world, Australia, wherever, Africa. Let's rock. Let's go. I love it.
No, I haven't.
Mr. President, have you spoken, sir, with the big 3 automakers about these tariffs? What was their reaction? What was their reaction?
It depends on whether or not they have factories here. I can tell you, if they have factories here, they're thrilled. If you don't have factories here, they're going to have to get going and build them, because otherwise they have to pay tariffs. Very simple. And most of those have pretty big factories here, like General Motors has big factories here. They're going to move their parts divisions back to the United States, because some of them were made in Canada and some of them were made in Mexico and other places. They'll be moving their parts division back to the United States in factories where they may be at 60% capacity, so they don't even really have to build too much of a factory. But, generally speaking, if they have factories here, plants here, where they make their cars and equipment, but they make their cars here, they are thrilled. Same thing with the steel industry. Steel industry is now paying a 25% tariff, as you know, I put it on last week, and the business is roaring in the United States. And we can't, because of military, we can't lose the steel industry. If I didn't put the initial tariffs on steel in my first term, you wouldn't be able to have a military, because we wouldn't have, every steel company would be bankrupt in the United States, and every plant would be closed. But now they're booming. And putting this tariff on, this additional tariff for steel and aluminum, it's making them thrive. And it's already happened.
So
No, I haven't.
Now the only thing, just like I said yesterday, you and I, these states, let's call them out. Let's call them out. Detroit, let's call them out. Virginia, let's keep calling them out. New York, San Francisco, San Diego. We want to see some of that money. We want to see some help. We need it in our pockets, don't you? Don't you think we need some of that bread? All of these tariffs and taxes and all of this stuff going on. We need to get some money going on for ourselves right now. So that's why people are willing to hold fast. But again, I'm at the point where, okay, we got all this money coming in. It's time for the trickle effect. Yes, we only had a few months. I think it's a month plus that we've had a new president. Can't put everything on his back and assume that, January, February, about 3 months, about 2 months and 2 months plus. But we can't put everything on his back and assume, almost 2 months. Can't assume that he's going to make miracles happen overnight. So we're going to try to hold fast like a lot of people are doing. Hopefully we're going to come out on top of this. And like I always tell you, y'all can still go to the description area and make some money in there, because what we got in there, we got some surveys today for up to $250. Go ahead in the description area, check out the survey, see if you can make some money there yourself. I don't ask you guys for no money. I actually ask for likes. So we're at that point where we're wrapping up the show right now. Just want you guys to have a final chance to go ahead and hit that like button for whoever didn't have a chance to do it. Please, we're almost at the 30,000 subscriber mark. We're really trying to get to that mark. If you appreciate the content, you like the dialogue that we have here, I have a really good, strong, positive community going on in the comments area, so that you guys can have a good rapport going on. Sometimes there's conversations going on in the comment area, Ain't got nothing to do with what's on the show. You guys have a whole nother life going on down there, but I still like it to happen because it shows that we're communicating and everybody at least has somewhere to make dialogue. That's just such a plus. Somewhere we all can come, say what we feel, get it off our chest, make comments about what we see. Yes, I can do this all day, but I wouldn't have you to respond back to and to teach me at the same time. I don't know everything, and I never claim to know everything. Not perfect. I'm just a human being that's trying to get it right. And hopefully you guys respect me for that the same way I respect you guys. That's why I don't make crazy claims. Don't make claims because you'll get caught out there later. Just be yourself and tell the truth. Your truth may be something that people don't understand or like, but live in it. And don't lie. You're grown. What you lying for? You gonna jump through the phone and beat me up? Like I always tell you guys, I appreciate you and I thank you for coming here. It's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So, again, let's try to hit that like button and get those likes up. Whoever hasn't had a chance to subscribe to the channel, definitely do that. Also, go on over to the website because we got the talent show coming up, y'all. It's Show Your Talent. April is beginning. And it means not just one type of talent, because that's not fair. We need to show all types of talent. That means that if you know how to do art, if you're a photographer, if you're good at what you do, I don't care if you fry chicken. You come up in there, like I say all the time, somebody could be hitting notes like, hi, 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 Pavie, hi, 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 Evo. And then grandma walking there with a bucket of chicken. And she like, my talent is cooking chicken. And she give us that bucket of chicken and somebody taste it and say, oh my God, this is the best chicken we had. Sorry, paparazzi. Grandma just won $250. That's how we doing it. Talent overall, not just one category. But if it's music, you'll get a distribution deal. Plus, you'll get sponsored by Big Drip Clothing. So that's a good thing. I'm going to be the one that's going to be hosting the talent shows in various liquor stores. I'm going to be the one giving you guys the money. And it's going to be sponsored by none other than Big Drip Hard Punch. Got to be 21 and older to drink. You can definitely participate no matter what, no problem. That's going to be in New York. Then we're going to replicate that program throughout the states so that everybody can be a part of it. That means I'm going to be in your state in the morning doing this. Just got to find a place to put a TV behind me because I like doing it the old school way. I like to work and get it done that way because you don't lose it that way. When you build it up from nothing, it's yours. That foundation is yours. So with that being said, I always appreciate you guys coming here, showing massive love to the channel. If you do appreciate the content, put on those notifications so that you can know that we're going to be here every day at 6 o'clock in the morning. I will be here tomorrow to see you guys at the same time. If you have an event going on, if you are a car dealer, if you have a business going on, send us the links. We'll put it up in the post section so that more of our people down here and all of those people up there can have a chance to see it, get you more business and more money. We love to share the platform. This show is called Our Bottom Line because I can't do it without you. And with that being said, it's your boy Bugatti NYC, and like I always tell you, you could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all ready? Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Get 'em! One. Ha ha.